Okay, we're back, and we have another letter from one of our regular listeners from Sweden. It's Omar Quick. Omar Quick from Sweden is one of our regular listeners up in Sweden. Omar Quick says, as far as been reported in our media, the election was correctly carried out, and the result has been met with positive reaction here in Sweden. Swedish public opinion is positive. The most important thing is social stability and the improvement of the economic situation for the people. The sanctions against Iran have damaged your economy, and it's now time to improve, to boost your economy. This is an urgent task for the new government. Stability in Iran is also of utmost importance regarding the whole situation in the Middle East, in which Iran can certainly play a very important role. If I look at the political and social life in general, I find that economy is the leading force in our society, not politics. Whatever results the elections bring in America and Europe, capitalist economy is always the strongest social factor, and this is of course only partly in the interest of common people. We have seen a rising gap between rich and poor here in Sweden, and this increase with the recent bourgeois government here in Sweden, but the current social democratic government is not strong enough to compete with economic giants, and also we're depending on our trade partners and global economy in general. Elections are only partly democratic since the power is only partly in the hands of the people. Economic life is largely outside of democratic process. Frequent reports by radio and television correspondents, in interviews and commentaries were given from time to time. The coverage was good and the comments seemed objective. Of course, there are matters in which popular demands lead to immediate action, but many times promises, for instance, regarding employment remain unfulfilled. There is also a problem with a racist and populist party here in Sweden, the Swedish Democrats, with its principal aim to stop immigration, migrants entering Sweden, and with a negative stance towards Islam and Muslims. However, the leading force being the economic giants in society, I'm afraid that the demands of the ordinary people are only partially met as long as there is general welfare. Omar Quick also says that large numbers of refugees, about 165,000, have caused problems in Europe, and the problem is how to accommodate such large numbers of refugees. Well, Omar Quick, thank you very much indeed for your long letter. You mentioned that the elections here in Iran, the recent parliamentary and Assembly of Experts elections, were covered by Swedish media, and that the Swedish public have reacted positively to those elections, and you think that the elections were